Welcome to today's live stream. I hope all of you are having a wonderful freaking day today. Today is Sunday at the time of my recording, or at the time of me recording. Anyways, hope all of you are having a wonderful day. Massive week ahead for us, by the way. Massive week for crypto, specifically Bitcoin. And I do believe that will be following suit with the meme tokens, Solana in specific, right? So we're going to go ahead and talk about massive pumps this coming week. It's a very important week in my opinion. We did get some data I think it was either yesterday or a few days ago, I don't know, but like the president of Iran, it's missing or something like that. So I wonder how the market's going to react with that kind of news. So I don't know. I have a strong feeling, man, that it's gonna be a very freaking bullish week, and we could be expecting Bitcoin hitting over that $70,000 mark. How's it going, Happy? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you for showing support. But very massive week ahead of us, right? So let's go ahead and start sharing this with the community. So give me about 1 second, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a few other tokens I also have in mind. I did give a little bit of alpha on the last live stream that we did. I think it was either Friday or Saturday. I can't remember too well, man. I've been getting my days off. I don't even know the days we're on. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, right? Add everyone. What is gift? We are live. Yeah, I wonder who just freaking posted this, bro. Who's this? I don't even want to click this, dude. What is this? I'm deleting the message because I don't know what that link is, and I'm not gonna click it. I gotta read more of these comments, man. I gotta get more active in the community. All right, so we got that going. Let me go ahead and post this right here. Awesome possum. So yeah, so this is what's going on apparently. So Iran's president and foreign minister have both died in a helicopter crash. Damn. So it's been announced that they've died. I don't know, man. This seems a little fishy. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't it just doesn't, I don't know, dude. There's no way. Yeah, so as you can see, Iran's trending right now on the hashtag. But yeah, anyways, guys, go ahead and check out my link down below, Blofin, $5,000 sign-up bonuses. If you want to go ahead and take advantage of that, go ahead and leverage trade and also do spot trading, right? So let's go ahead. We will do a tutorial on this soon, by the way. And for everybody watching this pre-recorded, go ahead and feel free to skip into the charts. So let's go ahead and get started. Start off with Bitcoin. Bitcoin right now 66687. So see how we're doing today. We're doing pretty good. The market's reacting pretty well. As I mentioned, I don't know why, but I have that strong feeling that the markets are gonna pump. And I feel like low key with what's going on with Iran's probably gonna freaking push the market coming in Monday. So we're already kind of seeing the Forex market reacting very freaking well, bro. Bitcoin doing slightly kind of good on a Sunday night, right? So just imagine what we're going to go ahead and see Monday open of the stock market tomorrow. It's going to be freaking amazing. So let's go ahead and take a look. A daily is looking pretty well right now. Bitcoin's doing, literally to what we're expecting for it to do. I do expect Bitcoin to come up to these zones right here at 68, 69. I do want to talk about that this is a major area of shorts getting liquidated out of their positions. So we could be expecting a massive move to the upside. We might not even see that big of a retracement. We might just go ahead and have a giant wick where it just pumps and then it has a retracement and then comes back up. So, but I do think we will be breaking that all-time high of Bitcoin being at $73,000, and that will propel the freaking meme tokens, guys. So the market's looking freaking amazing. As I mentioned, I have that strong feeling, and I've been having this feeling for the last couple of days, literally the last couple of weeks. I've been talking about how I did believe that there was going to be a massive pump, not only on Bitcoin, but the whole entire crypto market, right? So it looks like we literally have everything in our favor for that to happen. So we're going to go ahead and see how the market opens tomorrow on Monday. I'm expecting this week to be a very bullish week, and I do expect this week to possibly be breaking towards that all-time high on Bitcoin at 73,000. I think it's very, very possible for us to go ahead and break that this week. So we'll see how this week goes. That's enough with Bitcoin, but I do want to go ahead and show you this right here on the liquidation maps, which is not freaking loading. We do see right here we have 67,778. We're going to have about 26 million shorts. You could go ahead and say roughly 27 million shorts getting liquidated. And then right above that, we have about 67,134, over 32 million shorts getting liquidated. So roughly we have about 33, like 60 something, like let's just say 63, 65 million shorts getting liquidated, man. So that's why I'm expecting a massive move to the upside on Bitcoin. And I think a lot of people are going to get caught by surprise, right? Typically when we see these very massive impulsive moves, it kind of catches people by surprise, kind of like what we saw right here in the bottom, right? We saw that massive wick or that massive candle just freaking come in here and destroy all the shorts, and I expect something very similar. We're just gonna go freaking berserk right here, and you know, I have a strong feeling like this week and moving forward to the next week. Let's see what month we're in. So we only have about 2 weeks left of this freaking week, dude. Literally almost exactly to what we were talking about. We talked about how I was expecting about towards that mid to end of May, we would go ahead and see this kind of volatility in the market and this reversal. So it's pretty great to go ahead and see what we're seeing right now in the market. So yeah, that's enough pretty much for Bitcoin. There's not much there. I mean, it is a Sunday, so keep that in mind. There's not really much activity, but we could go ahead and go base off what we could be expecting moving forward onto this week. So let's go ahead and take a look at the fear and greed chart. We do see that we are at 70 high levels of greed, and with dominance picking up as well with volume. We see over 12% on the 24-hour volume. That's insane, man. 12%, that's pretty nice. So we are getting a lot of that greed in the market, which we tend to see massive volatility in crypto, right? Looking at the crypto bubbles, we see on the hourly right now a little bit into the neutral, looking at the daily on a red. So we did kind of have a weekend where we kind of slightly did retrace. You know, some of these meme tokens did take a massive hit, but one of the few meme tokens that I'm currently looking at, it's actually a few. One of them being Alex Jones, AMC, and GME. And AMC and GME have actually pumped over 100% on today. So I don't know, there could be a high probability that AMC and GME in the stock market are going to reverse, and that will go ahead and push the AMC and GME on Solana also pump as well. So that's very interesting. We're going to go ahead and see how things go there. I did want to show you this Cryptonews. It's very, very interesting, right? Because I can't remember where exactly I heard this, but I remember, I'm taking out a gun, by the way. I remember hearing, I think it was a YouTuber, and he said, like, by the time, usually when we start seeing, like, you know, record highs of, like, crypto applications on Apple or stuff like that, that usually indicates that we're having retail start to pour in. If I can recall correctly, right? And check this out. I came across this article right now. It was posted about 23 hours ago. Phantom Wallet climbs Apple Store charts. Bullish sign for Solana. So for all those that are not living under a rock, a lot of you know that Phantom is a wallet similar to MetaMask, right? Where you could go ahead and trade, or, you know, most Solana users use Phantom to go ahead and trade with, I think they also do Ethereum now. And they're probably implementing, oh yeah, I think they do Bitcoin as well. I can't recall. I think it's Matic. I use freaking Phantom, and I really don't know because I'm not that big into Solana. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is that Apple has now seen a massive growth as one of the few trending apps being Phantom, which a lot of crypto users use to go ahead and trade on Solana, right? So that could give us an indicator that we could be having more people jumping into the crypto market. So is this a sign that retail players are now finally coming in? Or is this a sign that we're getting ready for that retail to come and jump into the hype with crypto, right? So we're going to go ahead and see where things go. But I thought this was very interesting. And this is definitely an indicator that we could go ahead and use in our favor to go ahead and analyze where the market sentiment really is, right? Because if the market sentiment was bearish, you really think people would be downloading the crypto app to go ahead and trade? Not, right? So I thought it was really interesting, and I want to go ahead and talk about it. Let's see if we see anything else. Bitcoin clings to 67, but analysis, it warns of 10% Bitcoin drop. Wow, 10% drop. You can't make this shit up, man. Bitcoin resistance levels crystallized around 70,000. As we talked about, though, you know, with the whole entire fact of the liquidation being within that range, like, it's a high probability it's going to break through, guys. Pretty high probability is going to break through. We see Rec Capital right here with this TA charts. I don't know what this means. I'm assuming it's probably bullish, but what I see is a major kind of a cup and handle pattern right here forming. So I think Bitcoin's going to do well, guys. I've been screaming for $85,000 Bitcoin for like the past month and a half, literally for the past 3 to 4 months. I think I've been pushing that narrative. So I think that's going to be coming sooner than most of us expect. Anyways, with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the meme tokens. This is just a very fast live stream today. I would go ahead and suggest all of you to go ahead and keep your eyes on Alex Jones. This is on Solana. The ticker symbol, or the ticker, sorry, not the ticker symbol. Ticker symbol is Jones, and the contract ends in UMA5. I do believe this whole entire narrative with the presidential selection that's going on in the U.S. is definitely going to be gravitating towards a lot of presidential or, you know, public figures in office, such as Bowden that we have right here on Solana, over 215 million market cap, where we will go ahead and start seeing a lot of traction with these tokens start to pick up due to the fact that we're having this presidential selection coming up, right? So I am considering to begin loading up on a lot of these tokens. This actually just caught my attention right now. We do see that Joe Biden has a circulating supply of 690 million, which is very interesting, right? Because we're not that far away from breaking that, right? So as soon as we get that supply and we run up on that supply, it's just going to continue to go up higher. So this thing's at 30 cents. So realistically, with Joe Biden, we could actually see this go as high as $5, man, which is, it's not that much. I'm gonna be honest with you. See, I feel like with a lot of these plays, we kind of already missed out. I mean, it's still at a 10x if it does hit that $3 mark. But I do believe as we get closer to that presidential selection in the U.S., it's a pretty big deal. So a lot of people are going to go ahead and start gravitating towards these tokens, in my opinion. And it's actually interesting, right? Because a few months ago, and I'm really pissed off that I didn't get the chance to load up on this, but I was talking about Trump, which was on ETH. Trump, we were talking about this when it was at 10 cents, guys. It was at 10 cents. And I talked about this whole narrative being, you know, very, very massive because of the presidential selection. I was actually waiting for this to dump back down to $1, and it never did. It actually went ahead and take off. And it actually looks like right now we are forming this cup and handle pattern, right? So, you know, Trump is already at $7. So realistically, I do see this thing going towards, you know, that $20 to $30 range. Which is not that big, guys. Also keep in mind, that's about like a 3 to 4x. It's not that crazy. See, the problem is we should have all jumped into Trump during this area right here. This is where I was actually making videos and actually talking about it back in December, and I completely forgot about this token and lost track. I wish I would have just bought in during this time and literally just started to take off, right? So Trump on its own on ETH has already done massive X's. I mean, it has done over a 38x depending on where you bought, right? So roughly over a 40x already, and it still has enough room to go ahead and grow. And the reason why I'm talking about this, not planned by the way, is that we're seeing that this supply is at 46 million, right? So once it starts breaking towards that circulating supply, it starts climbing up very quickly. So I'm glad I actually saw Joe Biden on Solana, which I thought, in my opinion, was already overpriced. And I do think it is overpriced, but from what we're seeing with this kind of circulating supply that it has, in my opinion, I think it might be best bet for us to go ahead and do and jump into this. I mean, literally every freaking meme token's giving us this inverse head and shoulders pattern, cup and handle pattern. For all those that are not aware, this is a very bullish freaking signal, right? So we're seeing this on multiple charts. I mean, Joe Biden's already one of them. We saw it on AMC and GME already played out, which I'm going to go ahead and show you. And I want to go ahead and show you back onto Trump. Welcome everybody, by the way. We see right here back in Trump on the daily, it's also doing a cup and handle pattern, guys. So it looks like a lot of these, like what we've been talking about these last 2 weeks, guys, these last 2 weeks, it's finally going to be coming. So I hope a lot of you are in some positions. I don't want to say leverage positions, but you are in some meme tokens, because I do believe meme tokens are going to have some very nice pumps in the coming weeks. Literally in the next 1-2 weeks. Keep in mind, I did mention June and July was going to be a very bullish month for meme coins. So literally it just freaking, I'm excited, guys. I'm excited because what excites me the most about during this time is that we've waited and we were patient, and we're finally going to go ahead and get that payday, man. We're going to get that fat payday that we've all been waiting for patiently, right? Months of just red, sideways action, not knowing if this is the top of the market, you know, the economy is going to collapse, you know, World War III. We've been through all of this already, man. I've been talking about World War III since freaking the scandemic happened, right? But with that being said, what I'm trying to say here is that we're finally going to go ahead and reap our rewards very soon. I do not want to go ahead and put a date to it because anything could happen. But as I mentioned, I do expect June and July to be a very bullish month for altcoins and meme tokens. And Bitcoin just alone will go ahead and end the month very strong, in my opinion. And as I always mention, we need Bitcoin to go ahead and pump in order for all the other tokens to go ahead and follow right behind, right? So I'm very excited, not just because we're finally going to go ahead and get that nice little payday, but I'm also going to be able to make more content, right? That's one of the most, that's like the one thing that I really enjoy the most when it comes to live streaming and making content, is when the market's crazy, bro. There's so many freaking things to talk about. There's more people active, which makes it easier to make more content, because the more people, you know, comment on the streams, engage, it makes it a lot more fun. I get to go ahead and know every one of you in a more personal level, which I enjoy. I've already met a lot of friends through live streaming, so it's really freaking cool, and I enjoy it when the market is volatile, because when the market's volatile, as I said, not only are we finally reaping our rewards for waiting this long and getting that little bonus paycheck that we've been waiting for, but we also get to have more fun in this market. And that's literally what we've all been waiting for, right? That excitement in the market where everything's freaking pumping, people are making money, you know, you're throwing your money over here, it's freaking amazing, dude. So I can't wait. I'm excited for that. And especially because I'm going to be able to spend more time live streaming, right? So that's what I'm really excited for overall. But yeah, I do believe the whole entire tokens with presidents, this bull run is going to be very big. I think that's going to be the meta, in my opinion. A lot of people are saying metas are going to be, you know, cats are going to do this. I do believe the frogs are still going to be a meta, but overall, I do believe that the presidents and the people in office are definitely going to be the next hot thing for meta. So we're going to go ahead and see what AMC and GME is doing now. As I talked about, we did see this doing a reversal, and this is exactly what we're seeing right now, guys. Look at this. This is literally GME is about to make new all-time highs on Solana. Look at this. It's gonna go ahead and break his all-time highs, like probably by tomorrow if it does continue to break out. I think it will. I think we'll definitely, and this is what I'm saying. This just confirms that there's gonna be more excitement in the freaking market. I just showed you an article of more phantom wallets being downloaded. We're seeing the AMC and GameStop short squeeze, what we had last freaking bull run, dude. Like, I was in that shit. So it just brings back memories. Like, I'm freaking excited, man. I've been waiting for this time my whole life. As sad as that sounds, but dude, I'm excited. So we have that going on. Damn, this is freaking crazy. We're gonna go ahead and see how the market does on that. But GME AMC looks like there's a possible cup and handle pattern. I really want to go ahead and see how the market reacts before I start jumping into some positions. But I do think we are probably going to go ahead and have that massive pump to the upside, because that's usually what we see. We see that massive cup and handle pattern with that breakout. So we're going to go ahead and see how this plays off. It could be a time to probably be leveraging ourselves in some positions. I don't mean like leverage trading, but positioning ourselves in these positions due to the fact that it does look like there is some very nice setups. I mean, we just saw this setup with Bowden as well. So we're seeing this throughout many tokens, right? We also saw that with Crody, which we're going to talk about right now. This is also looking like it's printing an inverse head and shoulders pattern on the 4 hourly. So we're going to go ahead and see how these do. I would go ahead and tell everybody, be very careful with GME and AMC, because as you see, it did have a massive pump to the upside, ran over a 10x, and then just collapsed with a 90% in literally less than 3 days. And I know a lot of you were getting kind of disappointed and were a little mad. And I told all of you guys are being exit liquidity right now. You guys can't be having that happen, right? As soon as you get your little 2 to 3x, start taking profits, guys. I know we all want to go ahead and hit that home run, and we all want to go freaking hit Lambos, but you just have to, the whole goal here, guys, is to go ahead and 2 to 3x your money. If you could do it every freaking other day or every day, or even just put a goal where you could 2x your money, double, triple your money once a week, you're set, man. I think we have this degenerate mindset when it comes to crypto that we want to get like hundreds of X's overnight. But if you think about it, tell me what other freaking investment can you go ahead and invest in that you have the ability to do 10, 20, 100 X's literally overnight? Crypto, right? And that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of us have probably gotten into this level of delusion where we expect like a minimal, oh yeah, I'm not selling unless I get 100x. Like, I understand standards, but you have to also understand that there's narratives when it comes to these tokens. So sometimes you're better off taking that 2 to 3x and then calling it a day. I mean, as I mentioned, there's not that many businesses out there that I know personally that you could do a 2 to 3x, even a 5x once a week, practically doing nothing with no operation costs, right? So also keep that in mind. So for me personally, I wouldn't mind a 3x. Back in the day, I would be like, oh, that's not enough. But now with this mindset that I've been kind of growing these last couple months, getting wrecked in the market, I've kind of learned that the best bet is literally doing a 2 to 3x with a couple grand. I mean, you know, if you put 2 grand into GME, right, you make it 3x. How much is that? You make 6 grand already. If you make that in a day, most people don't freaking do those kind of numbers, right? So keep that into perspective. I think we've probably gotten a little delusional. I think it's good to have those huge standards when it comes to the X's, but the thing is, with crypto, you can't bet too much on it, guys. You have to kind of play it, I don't want to say safer, but look at this. Imagine the people that bought right here. They probably ended up selling at a loss, and they're going to go ahead and see this run up again. And they're probably going to be disappointed, right? So you definitely do not want to be that person being exit liquidity for somebody else. Now, let's go ahead and talk about Crody. Crody has been a project that I've been eyeing literally for the last couple of days. Like, I entered Crody at right here on the 14th of May. It's already the 19th. So it's been about a week, man. It feels like literally months. It feels like forever that I've been holding on to this position. But I've been patiently waiting for Crody to play out. And I know a lot of people, a lot of you have been doubting Crody. And I don't care about Crody, guys. I don't give an F about what freaking Crody is. You know, I'm just looking at the charts. That's what a lot of you should be doing. You should be looking into the charts. Stop getting emotional. Stop, going on these freaking telegrams and jerk circles and stuff like that, bro. Like, come on. You guys got to be better than that. It's cool to be in a community and all that, but you're going to lose money being in communities like that. That's just straight honest, right? You might not want to hear this. For me personally, I do better when I trade alone, by myself, when I enter stuff on my own. I don't like entering things in groups anymore. I've noticed I lose a lot of money like that. I think for me personally, I'm more of a solo person. I prefer to do things solo. I'd rather be on my own doing my own thing. And if I mess up on a trade, I mess up on a trade. I got nobody to blame but myself, right? But see, the problem is a lot of you are getting influenced by other people. And you guys are letting other people influence your decision and your opinion. And in my opinion, that's where you begin to lose money. At least for me, me listening to other people usually never plays off pretty well. It always does terribly wrong for me. So that's why for me, I don't watch influencers on YouTube. I don't follow influencers on Twitter's plays. I don't follow their trades. I don't do any of that shit. I go based on my belief. Am I open to taking, information and different point of views? 100%. But at the end of the day, that's your money. It's your decision. So if you want to sell something, sell it. It doesn't matter. You shouldn't have anybody influencing you. Vice versa goes to a trade. You should be doing your own trade if you're comfortable, whatever amount you're in. Whether it's me telling you something, I'm always going to go ahead and say what I believe. I don't care about your opinion. I'm going to go ahead and do what I believe is right. And I might be wrong, and I'm okay being wrong. There's nothing with being wrong, okay? So I want all of you to be able and have the capability to make your own decision and get into the projects that you believe that have value. Because that's really the only way you're going to make money in this game. If you're jumping into projects you do not believe, guess what? You're going to go ahead and paper hand the freaking second it dips. Because you don't know shit about the project, right? So opposed to you knowing everything about the project, maybe you know the dev. I don't know. Maybe you know the back team. Maybe they are super bullish. You're going to be more confident throwing 5, 10, 3 grand into the project. As opposed to the person that jeets the freaking first second it dumps. You might be the person buying the dip and then getting rewarded with a 50 to 100x because you understood what you were investing in. And that's what I want to go ahead and push. Invest in what you believe in. Buy in what you believe in. We might be in an agreement to a disagreement, and that's okay. I think that's what people have to understand more. Like, people have freaking opinions, bro. You could do whatever you want, and that's what I'm trying to push here is jump into the trade that you feel comfortable with, right? So with Crody, as I mentioned, I think this is going to do well. I don't know what the freaking Twitter is doing. I heard it got banned. Let's see if they got their Twitter back. They don't. It's still banned. Cool. Their Telegram is freaking dry, bro. I go under Telegram and check that out. It's dry. But why am I jumping into Crody and why do I think this is bullish? Well, one of the first things is I did believe we were seeing this inverse head and shoulders pattern. We did see that breakout follow with a fake out, but now we are seeing this consolidation, right? So far we are holding the point of control pretty well and it has been respected. As you see right here, the point of control right here, which can act as an area of resistance. As you see, as soon as it broke through, we saw this massive pump to the upside, right? So as soon as we saw the point of control being broken, we saw over almost a 2x after that happened, right? Then we got the little 2x, and obviously we had profit takers and jeets getting out of their position with a 64 retracement, right? So I've been holding up onto this trade, I'm gonna be honest, nearly panicking, because I understood the kind of risk I was getting in this trade, but I got in at the bottom right here, right? So there's really no risk. I literally just dollar cost averaged my position into this, right? So like right now, I am down, but in my opinion, with all the data that I gave you, with Bitcoin, the DXY, the US 100, all the data that in my opinion is in our favor, was a reason why I was comfortable throwing my money into this. I'm not throwing my money into Crody because I believe you know, Crody's going to be the next big thing. Can it be the next thing? Maybe so. I don't know, and I don't care. You know, right now the chart made sense to me. I saw volume coming in, and also Crash has been heavily promoting this. Am I buying this because of Crash? No, because a lot of you came to my channel and were talking about Crody and were telling me to check it out during this time right here while I was pumping. And I told all of you, be careful, it's gonna dump, and I'm not gonna touch it until it dumps 90%. And guess what? If you measure it from this freaking top to this freaking bottom, it has dumped over 92%. So that's the reason why I jumped. I jumped because it dumped 92%. This is typically a good area of support, right? So I do expect some sort of reversal with Crody, and we could be seeing similar to what we're seeing with GameStop, right? We're seeing the same freaking pattern play out where we're going to have a cup and handle. We might break slightly above all-time highs or below, and then we're going to go ahead and dump. We're going to go ahead and find that support again, which is probably going to be here, and then we're going to go ahead and have a massive takeoff, making new all-time highs. So that's the reason why, for me personally, I'm in Crody. It's not because I believe in the narrative. It's because I think it's a cool name, or I don't give an F about any of that, man. I'm only in Crody because, to me, at the time being, the position made sense to me. And I believe this is a very, very bullish spot that we're in right now. Even looking at the daily, right now as we are seeing that kind of cup and handle pattern playing out, right? Look at that. So we're about to go ahead and break out, in my opinion. We'll see how this goes. Obviously, this could go ahead and go against me, and it's not going to look too good. But as I mentioned, worst case scenario, it does get rejected. It comes back down and it consolidates here for a while, and it takes off in 3 months. That's the worst case scenario, in my opinion. So we'll see where things go. Hopefully, we can go ahead and have that nice little pump on Crody. I mean, with Crody alone, this thing's not going to do massive, massive numbers. But if we were to go ahead and see this, this is like literally, is that really a 10x? There's no way that's a 10x. It says it's a 6x, man. So I guess I'm underestimating my position. And well, I'll probably be taking profits like mid right here. I'll probably be taking profits at around a 3x to a 4x. So that's where I'm planning to take profits. I could realistically do like about a 6x, but I'm not going to get too greedy. I'm just going to go ahead and take advantage of a nice little 2 to 3x and start taking profits, and then start throwing my money into other projects. Because I do believe there's going to be, hey, what's up, Dad Master? How are you doing, my guy? I do believe, I was going to call you, bro, but I saw the time and it was already freaking late, and I was like, probably this guy's already sleeping, man. I appreciate you for being here, man. So yeah, so Crody's looking pretty good, in my opinion. It's looking like it's getting ready to also take off. So that goes along with all the freaking Solana meme tokens. I think all the Solana meme tokens are getting ready to take off, right? So we're seeing that in the market right now. So we'll see where things go this week. But even with what I just said, I mean, look at what GameStop's doing. I think I might have already shown you that. Yeah, this is what I think Crody might be doing. Worst case scenario is that Crody pumps one of these, which I'm going to be a little slightly disappointed. I'd be slightly disappointed if Crody does one of these, bro, where it just dumps and I'm screwed. But fingers crossed it doesn't happen. But I think your best bet right now, guys, is just rotating your money around. I mean, we're also seeing AMC right here from this bottom to this top with an over 200% pump, which is a 2x. And AMC made new all-time high, guys. I was back in AMC over here, and I round-tripped my bag. I regretted it, and then I exited to break even, and I missed out on this load-up again. I told a lot of you on my live stream back over here that I was planning of loading up and throwing about like $500 because I was thinking that, I told a lot of you, you know, I believe that as soon as the GME and AMC squeeze happens in the stock market, we're going to have AMC and GME take off on Solana as well. And that's exactly what we saw. Unfortunately, I was in position in those positions, but I mean, there's going to be plenty of opportunities, guys. So I'm not tripping. I'm a little pissed off because I couldn't throw money. I wish I had the chance. I've been literally just waiting to get paid to throw some money, and I already missed out on my pump on AMC, so that freaking sucks. But I do think that these are good positions to just swing trade. Like literally just throw some soul into this. If it does continue to pump, you know, take a little 2x. You know, if you can make 2x every day, let's say you're trading with $5 grand, $2 grand, you're making about, you know, $4,000, $10,000 a day, and you're just rotating your money from one project to another. You could be literally making a couple $1,000s a week, right? So that usually happens once we start to have this bullish momentum in the market where everything kind of starts reversing again, right? So it's a lot easier during this time in the market to literally put like 2,000 here, make a 6x, you got 12 grand, throw another 2 grand over here, now you turn that into another 12 grand, and you're just rotating your money. Sooner or later, you're going to be up $100,000 by the end of the month, right? So this is why I'm also excited for this time of the market, because if we do have that running up, we're going to have a lot of these projects where you're going to be able to take profits and just rotate them back to back, and you'll be literally making money every freaking day. So that's what I'm definitely looking forward to. So we'll see where everything goes. But as I mentioned, everything's looking bullish. One project that I am definitely looking towards now as well, that I never thought I would be looking at, would be actually Andy on Sol. You know how bullish I am on Andy on ETH and on base, but I do also think this is going to be finding a bottom, and I think its upside is going to be looking very good. So I might consider loading up on Andy on Solana, guys, by the way. And as I mentioned, everything related to obviously like the presidents and, you know, everything that's going on in the political world is definitely going to be a play. I will be making a video on Alex Jones tomorrow. I just found out that I checked my calendar today, dude, and I was like, shit, dude, I got 2 meetings tomorrow, one early in the morning. So I'm excited, but that freaking sucks, dude. So I have to wake up early. So I have to be going to sleep like now to be able to wake up tomorrow. But yeah, I thought I went ahead and I did this stream very, very quickly just to go ahead and give some news on what we could be expecting tomorrow, especially this week. Magic Internet Money is another play I'm also looking at, so I'm going to keep my eyes on this very, very carefully. It hasn't given me a confirmation this is bullish just yet, but we are seeing slight volume pickup, so we might want to consider, guys, putting in some money in Magic Internet Money, because we could be seeing a reversal also pay off very, very well. We could be taking advantage of over 6 to a 10x, right? So this is what I'm looking at very, very patiently at the moment as well, is Magic Internet Money. We'll see if it could even dump another 60 to 70%. We'll see where things go. A confirmation would be breaking this POC right here, this point of control. But as you've noticed, that a lot of these tokens are literally doing the same exact thing, where they're already from their bottom and they're getting ready to just freaking moon, guys, right? So a lot of opportunities to be made this week, in my opinion. So those projects that you've been loading up on, constantly freaking dollar cost averaging, still diamond handing, it's going to pay off very, very soon, right? Sooner than a lot of you expect. So definitely excited for what the market's going to bring us in the next 2 months. Roaring Kitty also as well, doing the same thing with AMC and GME. On Solana, also looking like it's going to get ready for a reversal. So literally think about it. Let's say you have 3 grand, right? You throw in 1 grand into Roaring Kitty, 1 into GME, another grand into AMC, since they all freaking pump at the same time, and literally take advantage of a 3x on each. That's 3 to 3. You're going to be making over 9 grand from trading 3 different projects back to back, right? So see, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is the kind of opportunities that we're getting in the market right now that we didn't have these last couple weeks. So I'm very excited, and especially a lot of you know I don't like freaking Solana tokens, guys. I don't like trading Solana meme tokens. So for me to want to be pushing Solana meme tokens and Solana trading, it's rare because I don't do that anymore. And I just got back into literally these last couple days, like probably a week. I was like, hey guys, you know what? I think it's time to push and put more money into Solana. Even though I was very bullish on freaking base. This channel was mostly like a base channel. Like, most of my new subscribers are mostly base holders, right? So for me to go ahead and switch from, you know, getting new subscribers in base to now talking about Solana is definitely something different for me. So I'm excited to be back in this degenerate market of freaking Solana, bro. But we do have the right tools to trade with them. So I definitely will be making a lot more tutorials on how to trade with the Solana bots that I know a lot of you have been asking questions for. I mostly trade on Photon, and so trading Photon for me is the best. It is pricey, but in my opinion is the most reliable, right? So I think it's worth the premium. But yeah, that's pretty much it on my end. We'll see how this week follows. Let's see if we can see what the aftermarket hours are for GME. It's probably pumping right now for all we know. No, it's not. Looks like it's actually down 19%, 90%. Is this when the after hours open? I think it's at 10 when the after hours open. I'm not too sure. Let's see. Ooh, AMC also freaking dumped, dude. So that thing dumped quite a bit too. That's insane. It went from $11 all the way back to $4. We'll see if we have another pump. Yeah, anyways, as always, guys, go ahead and make sure to smash that like button for me. Make sure to go ahead and use my link down below at Blofin, no KYC, similar to Bybit, and I'll go ahead and catch all of you on tomorrow's live stream. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye. Appreciate you all for being here, by the way, Dad Master.